Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. And it's finished at Wembley. It's finished. Leicester City 1, Chelsea 0. Chelsea, for the second time in 2 years, fuck up an FA Cup final. Losers again. I'm joined by Daniel and Slen. How are we doing on this day today?
Could be better, but at the end of the day, they put their chance away and we lost. Simple as that.
Yeah, I hear that. What about you, Slen? How are you on this fine day to be a Chelsea fan? You're muted.
I'm mute, Slen.
I'm not doing well. For the second time in how many days? When did we play us? I've even forgotten. Like I've lost a count of days. I can't even remember which day we are in. I'm not doing well. I hate how we played. We played like, I don't know, like there is a second leg to the final, and it's annoying. But what can I do?
Yeah, no, I hear that. Some comments here. Wolf's just laughing. Chris saying good evening. Lanzi saying Chelsea in the mud. In the mud, Chelsea in the mud. Chris saying, I thought Chelsea were going to win it today. According to some Chelsea, they know who they are. Tielemans take a bow. It was one heck of a goal. And look, you can't blame Kepa. I know Chelsea fans will because it's Chelsea fans. You can't blame Kepa Arrizabalaga for that. Right? You just can't. Kepa did absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, if you're going to blame anyone, you probably ought to be blaming Thiago Silva for not closing that down. For not closing him down, you probably ought to be blaming Thiago Silva. That is the thing. That is the thing. You ought to be blaming him. Luke saying the Rustiers fueling my Saturday evening. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal fans don't have an awful lot to celebrate, so I suppose Leicester winning an FA Cup is something. Leicester City's owners are incredible. I'm jealous. See my Juju word. I said I will walk into Sports Direct, take a shit on Chelsea shirts, and they will lose. And so they did. And so they did. Glad Leicester won it. Happy for Rodgers too. In fact, happy for Leicester with everything they've been through in recent years. Yeah, Chelsea fans aren't going to be sort of saying the same thing. I can assure you of that. Arteta broke Tuchel. Oh, fuck off.
Well, like
we're not having that.
Like he broke Klopp.
Yeah.
Like he broke Klopp, Velv.
Have you broke that?
Come in my kitchen now, Velv. I've got something for you.
Oh, there's gonna be this is gonna be an entertaining one. I just, you know, when you have that feeling. I mean, Charles is necking the wines down quicker, and you can say,
I'm gonna have to get some more. Hold on, 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I've run out.
that's absolutely fine. But Andrew, we'll start with you. I mean, that's 2 FA Cup finals in 2 years under 2 different managers, and you've lost both of them. I don't even know what to say right now. It's bad. This is probably a bad feeling for Chelsea, especially with a huge top 4 decider on during the week at Anfield. Like, not Anfield, at Stamford Bridge. This is a huge loss going into that. You're muted.
Sorry. No. Okay, let's. I'm going to go off on a bit of a monologue. I won't take too long, I promise. Let's
cool.
start off with team selection. Alonso, please, no more Alonso. Please, no more Alonso. I don't know what. I still don't know what he brings. I said to someone on the stream, there's more movement in a coma patient than Alonso sometimes he's on the pitch. I thought I can't really blame Kepa for the gut. No, I'm hearing Kepa should have pulled off a wonder save, but can I just say that was just a brilliant goal?
Yeah.
Sloppy Reece James pass. Could they call it handball? I don't know the rules, whether they think that's a new phase of play or something afterwards.
It is a new phase. It doesn't lead directly to goal.
But you know what? It was a very strange tactic. They kept hoofing the ball up to Werner, and I was going, I don't know why you're doing. If it's to run on, fine, but you're hoofing it up to him like he's going to knock it down or header it on or something like that. That didn't make sense. Ziyech and Werner today, they just had a rubbish game. They were just rubbish all game. Yeah, I mean, there was no. I know we had to. It's funny because Kepa really didn't have anything to do today. It's not as if Leicester had any chances, but we had the 2 chances, fantastic saves. It was like Wednesday a bit. Do you know what I mean? In the second half, there was no urgency. It was very weird. I'm just. Anyone says, "Oh, I'd rather lose this than on Tuesday." Don't come to me, please. Do not say that to me. If I'm tagged in something, then and you haven't done
now you've said it. I am half. Whoa.
Hang on.
I'm not sure.
That's Daniel.
Right, that was some horrific playback there. That was even more disgusting than watching Exeter City win a Devon derby. I won't lie to you. That was on a different scale. That was.
Whoa,
don't. If I've muted you for a reason. All right,
Yeah,
that's all I will say. That doesn't mean just unmute yourself if you haven't sorted it. That is for sure.
Yeah, Yeah, it was just a bad day all around at the office.
No, I hear that. I do hear that. Wolf saying poor Kante, he should come to Manchester United. Rogers spoke Tuchel. Rogers spoke Tuchel, in fact.
Yeah.
Yes. Kante Hive. Surfer. Hey, Niall and the panel. Hope you are all well. Well, I'm fine. The other 4, I'm not so sure. What a final, though. It was a very good second half. I won't lie. I did enjoy it. Max, come on, Foxes. Big up to it. Anthony, who's just smiling. There's tears from everyone today. Everyone's come to see Chelsea tears. It was always going to take a moment of brilliance to win it. Yes, and don't forget, guys, moments brilliance is not how we play football anymore because you're not allowed moments. But it all has to be systemed. Valve saying it wouldn't have been an FA Cup without VAR controversy. There was no controversy. Chilwell was offside and the VAR can't get involved with handball. There was no controversy, right? It was a clear offside and now Charlotte's just going to drink an entire bottle of wine and drown her sorrows.
I'm never celebrating.
Okay, she's just confirm she's drinking it from the bottle. Fuck the glass.
I'm never celebrating.
It's all gone. It's all gone.
Celebrating another goal until I hear there's no VR. VR aren't looking at this. Yeah, I'm never celebrating another goal again. I'm just not doing it.
No, I do hear that.
I'm just not doing it anymore. I got caught.
I hear that.
I just want to get to the point where I can't feel anything, so I'm just going to keep
I feel that. I do hear that. Wolf saying Foxes equals trophy, Blues equals second place. Oh crikey, where have we got? I missed the feeling of winning a trophy. Hope Manchester United wins Europa. Aaron saying, come on, Leicester City. Niall Echo Niall. And I'm not going to put that Twitch one up where you want to become famous because you're a fraud. In fact, that person on Twitch, you're clearly Jurgen Klopp. Want to be famous. Bashal, let's go to you. A lot of people blaming Kepa, saying that he should be about 70 feet tall with the agility of a gymnastic person.
Fuck off.
In no way, shape, or form can Kepa Arrizabalaga actually get to that. If you actually want to blame anyone, you want to blame Thiago Silva for not charging down the shot.
Well, how about we blame the whole of the fucking defence for not actually man-marking? Because no one was fucking man-marking. This is what happened against Real Madrid. That's how they got the goal, because the man-marker, apart from missing 2 headers, they didn't man-mark. This is They weren't man marking. Can't blame Kepa. Kepa dived. He tried to save it. He couldn't do anything fucking more. And you want to cut me and tell me that?
Very close to it. It was very close as well.
Just to
get the
clarify, it's fucking blame Thiago Silva. He fucking ducked as if the ball was like a fireball, and he was ducking because he didn't want to get burnt. Like, fuck off. And let's just talk about the last 20 minutes where there was no urgency and no consistency. The whole players looked like it was a game against Sheffield United where it didn't actually matter and no one bothered to fucking turn up. Let's talk about that. And like I said at half time, I was with Andrew on the stream at half time, and I said these 2 or 3 chances that we've had in the first half will come back to haunt us. And oh look, what has it done? It's come back and haunted us. So why don't you all have a really lovely day? Because I'm fucking raging.
Like, I do hear that. Daniel.
I don't want anyone telling me. Anyone telling me that we had a good game, that any player had a good game, that anything like that. The whole team.
I actually thought Kepa wasn't too bad today. Although he didn't really have an awful lot to do.
Yeah, I'm going to give Kepa his saves. But apart from that, I have nothing to say. Nothing good to say. Nothing nice to say. And anyone that wants to say anything nice can kindly fuck off this stream. No, thank you.
What a strong performance.
Oh, Laurie, man. It bugs me your ass off. Using my surname against me.
Arsenal fans are out in force. They're out in force in the group chat. They're out in force in here. Once these lot have calmed down, I'll put the link in the chat and let you lot come on and say what you want. And God knows what. Try to keep it nice. But I want to talk about Tuchel. What did he get wrong today? What did he get right today? And did he get anything right?
Listen. He got Alonso starting. I don't want to see Alonso starting. I don't care if you have to give Ben Chilwell pain-killing injections. I do not want to see Alonso starting. He offers absolutely nothing. The ones that praise him because he does this thing like against City or once in a blue moon. Well, once in a blue moon. They all see that's what Alonso can bring. That's what Alonso can bring. He was absolutely this isn't just Alonso, but I just felt Chilwell. I thought Chilwell just gave us a bit more on the left-hand side, just going forward.
You saw that when he came on, didn't you? You saw that straight away.
The tactic, like I said to you earlier, the tactic of hoofing the ball up to Werner, for him to not to run onto, but for him to like head on. I don't know what it is. Didn't work. Also, we all noticed this. If you notice now, he switched Reece James and Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta was the right wing back, and I
made
thought that
no
was
sense.
I thought that was a bit wrong. I thought that was wrong. And I think it was just. I mean, Havertz came on. He didn't put Pulisic on the right again, which I'm frustrated with. Put him on the left, which he's better at. But you know what it is now? It's that thing that's coming. You know what? It's coming back to haunt us now. It's that focal point up front. It's that striker up front who can just hit it out of nowhere and make it 1-0. Do you know what I mean? It's just that. We're dancing around it and we have nothing to target. Do you know what I mean? It's really frustrating. Even bringing Giroud on really doesn't offer anything because they don't really play to his strengths when you bring him on. You know, once again, we brought Giroud on. What do? We don't cross it into the box. Or we hardly cross it into the box. You know what I mean?
I do
just
hear
frustrating.
that.
Just very frustrating. Because like you say, no, apart from the goal, what did Leicester really do?
Nothing else. Nothing.
Exactly.
Much.
And so that's what I mean. That's how we not having a clinical striker affects us. Because we basically handled them apart from that beautiful goal. And then
if they included FA Cup goals into goal of the season, that one from Tielemans gets goal of the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to double check. I thought it was beautiful. Wolf saying Kepa is the GOAT. Kepa is the GOAT. Don't disrespect GOATs. Chelsea deserved an L for the kit alone. That kit was something dodgy. That is a
just
dodgy
to clarify, the last time we wore a new shirt in a cup final, we all know how it ended. We all remember this. Andrew remembers this. I remember this. Yeah. You all know what happens. You all know what happens when we wear a new kit.
Yeah, you should wait for the last game of the season, last home game.
Yeah. We don't know.
Do you think it's because when the players see each other, they're not sure if it's their teammate they're picking out? Like,
Or do you
come
think
on,
our
give me
players are
give me an Ollie excuse. I want you can use them. Ollie uses them on a daily basis.
They thought the yellow was a different team because we don't have yellow in our team, so it was the yellow. I'm blaming the yellow right now. I'm giving you an Ollie excuse. It was the yellow.
I hear that completely, and do you know what? Because Ollie is someone I totally respect, I'm going to allow that. I am going to allow that.
I appreciate
it's also that. I've also had a fair few San Miguel, so I'm feeling quite happy.
I've also had 2 bottles of wine, so I'm fucking gross.
That is lovely. Luke, the kit was cool in my opinion. What the fuck? Surely not, Wolf. Who was your man of the match? Well, I'm guessing Thiago Silva won't get a nomination.
No, Schmeichel gets it.
Yeah, he was
that
mad for them.
I'm not giving it to any of my team. However much I love my team, none of my team actually deserve it. None of my team earned it.
Yeah, no, I do hear that.
Yeah, I thought Schmeichel should get it. And that's
because that was an incredible save.
Even the first one, because it was a combination of him and the
post. Literally.
I don't know if he hit it. It looked like it was right at the same. It wasn't going in, but it looks like it was him and the post at the same time. So
yeah,
that's what happens, right?
I mean,
we've been having that, when Mendy pops up, and I just hate this argument that if Mendy was in goal, he would have saved it. You have no clue whether that is right or not, because
can I just say,
I'm not expecting Tielemans to hit that goal or to hit that shot. So why would Mendy expect him to hit that shot?
Not even All Black is saying that.
Exactly.
And he's apparently the greatest.
Or Addison or Edison or whoever you want to bring in. Yeah, they're not saving that shot either. Yeah. So
no one is saving that.
Please.
No one in their right mind is saving that. But there's been 33 of you that have already viewed this. We only have 12 likes. Come on, people. Put a like if Leicester City won the FA Cup today. That is your role. That is your duty. That is your duty to put the like on the video. And subscribe. If you're not subscribed, Charlotte is going to come round with a bottle of wine and she's already feisty as it is.
And it's empty. It's empty as well.
Just to clarify, if you're not here to subscribe to this channel, please piss off kindly. Genuinely piss off. You're not welcome here if you're not going to subscribe. If you're not going to subscribe to this channel, you can kindly piss off. I have an empty bottle of wine. Remember that.
I mean, this is what you want, right? You want Chelsea fans in pain, so why aren't you then subscribing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're watching me in pain.
They basically have that goal on just rewind. It's like,
it's a great goal. It's a great goal.
As a
like
neutral,
a Lampard goal, when Lampard scored
it's
one.
just beautiful. Like it's the most beautiful goal of all time.
But
the
argument still stands. Why do you think? What I never thought he was going to hit it from there. So why do you expect any goalkeeper to think he's going to hit it from there?
It's just such a sexy goal. I'm not going to lie.
It's a great goal. No, it's a worthy goal to win any.
Do you know what? If I could just have that on repeat for the next 5 years, I would be quite satisfied with life. Like that is just such a beautiful goal. Like the way he hits it, and Thiago Silva should do better, but the placement to get it straight into top bins from that range, such a good goal, such a talent. And Yuri Tielemans, you have won my heart today. Leicester City owner is my man of match. Do you know what? As much as Chelsea fans won't want to say this, credit to the chairman and the owner of Leicester City Football Club, because obviously we all know his dad died in the helicopter crash and all of the stuff that surrounded the club. The fact that he's been able to carry on his father's legacy and put into what his father did, do you know what? That takes a strong man, and that is definitely the Leicester owner there. Sorry, is that 2 final losses in a row for Tuchel? What?
Champions League.
Champions League.
Yeah, well,
Matt, you're fine.
Let's see what Ollie does in his very first final. He had a hard job getting over semis, didn't he? So
just to clarify, Tuchel in his first season, not even his first full season, I'll have you know that, has got us an FA Cup final, has got us a Champions League final, and has got us top 4. I don't see your bitch ass manager, Ole, getting a Champions League final and an FA Cup final in the first season. So why don't you pipe the fuck down? Thank
yeah,
you.
but to be fair,
No,
in
I don't want any argument. No,
one
we
minute.
couldn't do it.
In defense of Ollie, he had to deal with Dan James and Andres Pereira. Tuchel's
And
got to
we
deal
have
with like two.
Jorginho. We have
Yeah, but
Jorginho and
yeah,
but he's
Alonso.
not your only
I'm
player,
not
is
having this
he?
Jorginho thing. I'm not having this Jorginho
He's
thing.
been
Sorry.
around,
Not
but
having it. That's a
he's also
scapegoat.
surrounded by about 260
Jorginho
million
made
pounds
one.
worth of signings.
Jorginho made one misplaced pass, and everyone overreacted.
I'm just to clarify, I'm not talking about just today. Andrew, you know I've wanted Jorginho out for a long
Yeah,
time
but
now.
you
It's
can
not
only
just
come. You can only give me 2 games. You can't give me anything else.
No,
apart
I
from 2
can give
games.
you more than 2 games.
In Tuchel's run. You give me
Not
more
in
To be fair,
Tuchel's run,
Andrew,
but if
that
we're
game
talking
against
about, but I'm discussing the whole season. My opinion is based on the whole season. My opinion isn't based on just a set amount of time. Andrew,
But-
you're well aware I've wanted Jorginho out. He's been on my list for so long.
You would have. Looking back on it now, would you agree his reaction on the stream earlier was overreaction for a Jorginho misplaced pass?
No, 100%. This is why I didn't react. This is why I didn't say anything.
I know you didn't.
I didn't say anything, but my point is I've wanted Jorginho out because I think we can do better. Mine isn't because I don't think he's not performing well, but we can do better.
Well,
and if we can do better...
The midfield again, our limited options in midfield again shows up again in this final.
But this is a point I've made.
We can't even be on Kovacic because he's injured. If we had Kovacic as an option, we might have been able to change. I don't know if he'd done anything, but just there's no. I'm not putting Billy Gilmore on in an FA Cup final. I'm just not doing it when we're 1-0 down.
But this is why I think we need a CDM. This is why I think we need a CDM. I've said this.
But do you know what But this one once again. I'm upgrading what I said yesterday. Striker and a midfielder is now top priority. Because
if you're looking for, I've done some scouting for you, and I found you the perfect CDM. His name is called Fred.
Oh fuck! Now I'd rather play with 10 men than that. I'd rather play a midfield than Fred.
Do you know what? I've just been hired to get rid of United's dead wood. It's a very difficult job. I will give you a Twix if you take Fred.
I'd rather have 14 days of consecutive food poisoning than take a break.
That can be arranged if you'd like.
I would rather spend 3 months hungover to the point that I can't get out of bed and I'm throwing a Fred in my club. That is how bad I don't want this man.
But I will say this now: any you extreme Lampardiners who are now saying, "I told you, if Frank had gone to an FA Cup final, we wouldn't have."
Do you know what? If Frank had got to that final, he's winning it, mate. He's smashing Leicester.
You shut up.
Tillemans or Fofana man a match. I think Schmeichel deserves a lot of credit as well. Max, can we come on? By the way, my credit goes to Casper Schmeichel. I'll be putting the link in. I'll be putting the link in a little.
Max Tiger has actually liked and subscribed to this channel and this video, so he can come on. He is actually welcome on. I saw in his tweet, his comment earlier, he has actually liked and subscribed to this channel, so he is actually allowed on.
That is good to see.
This should be a rule. This should be a rule. Anyone that's not subscribed to this channel doesn't get to come on.
Well, I don't know how I'm working that out, but yeah,
we do something.
Yeah, that's cool. Andrew's on his way to find Tuchel. Matt saying Casper Manor a match for me. Luke, yeah, I don't get that either. Crikey, there's so many comments. Oh my Lord Jesus Christ. There's just so many comments. Being all superstitious. Oh shit, Casper is a shout.
Oh, Prime wants
Chelsea
the link. Can we give Prime the link?
Yeah. Send Prime the link.
Okay, I'm sending Prime the link.
Chelsea didn't do enough Lowell blaming the kit. The win was there for their previous owner. That is indeed true. Liam saying, yo, no, big up Liam. Always in the comments. Is there any streams later tonight now, mate? Well, actually, talking of streams for later, let me plug something that I've come up with. So, because the football season is slowly dwindling out, we do have a new stream later tonight. It's called Let's Meet the Playoffs. Well, it's Meet the Playoffs. Basically, I will individually go through all 4 teams in the Championship playoffs, go through their strengths, their weaknesses, the players to watch, their recent form, and I'll be giving my prediction on who I think will be joining Watford and Norwich in the Premier League next season. That is at 9 p.m, so make sure you check out that one.
Question, are you doing Swansea?
I am indeed.
I would like to be on that because I am heavily supporting Swansea, because if Swansea get up to the Premier League, that means I can go see Chelsea play very closely, although right now I don't really want to see them play. But, you know, I do.
I hear that. We've got Bournemouth tonight. Swansea is probably tomorrow, so I'll send you a message with the time of that tomorrow. Rabbi saying Disney Pixar have a new film coming out, Finding Timo, The Conclusion. Oh dear, Finding Timo. I liked and subbed with notifications on all. We love to see it.
This is what we love.
Pretty harsh that the goal wasn't counted. I didn't think it was offside. It was clear offside. So clear offside. Mount was very unlucky not to score with his shot at the end. It was a good save. It was indeed. Mason Greenwood saying, "What was that performance, Chelsea? Our goal could have beaten Leicester with me up top." Yes, we could have, Mason. Yes, we could have. Mr. Wolf, I'm serious, big man thing. Unlucky all, but focus on the task in hand. Beat Man City in Champions League final. If Pep lifts that Champions League, I'm gonna be hella pissed.
So am I.
You heard it here first.
Just to clarify something, like I'm just absolutely like raging. Do you know what? I'm annoyed. Like I celebrated the goal when obviously the goal went in for Chelsea. I celebrated it like I was screaming, shouting. My dog was awake. I woke my dog up for this goal. Let me tell you, I'm never celebrating a goal until VAR has decided that it's actually a goal, until the whistle gets blown when they restart the game. Secondly, here's my point. Everyone is like, oh, you're all going to be too chill out when he obviously loses the Champions League final. I didn't know you were a mind reader or a psychic, whatever it's called, a psychic. I didn't know you was one of them. B, if my team loses in the Champions League final, I'm going to be... You think this is bad right now? God help you. God help you all. I will quit YouTube and Twitter if we lose the Champions League final.
To be fair, Luke makes a comment here. Tuchel inherited a 300 million squad. Ollie inherited Dan James, Andres Pereira, and Ashley Young.
I don't want to talk about
there is
that.
levels.
This is our downfall. I don't want to talk about this. Is our
Andrew's like, I want to feel my pain, not their pain.
Yeah,
my
exactly,
pain. United. Oh God, United have won Champions League. Yeah. Oof. So shush. Ouch. Liam is throwing stuff today.
Someone telling me to shush. Indeed. That's a great idea when I've drunk a bottle of wine. Cool story, hon. I'll see you no. Come outside, son. I'm asking you to come outside. I have an empty bottle of wine. Come outside.
Hey, leave Liam alone. He's my fellow Jana. What have we got here? Chelsea need a striker almost like they need Kevin. Oh, fuck off. I don't even know how to say all of them names.
Basically, he's trying to say we needed Abraham, but let me tell you something. What we actually need is Harry Kane, which I keep saying again and again and again, and people are like, oh, no, that's not happening. But the longer the rumours swirl, and the more the rumours swirl, and the more serious reporters report this, the more people believe me. And because me and Prime was the first one that said it, and I was the second. And we've both been mugged off. And I've said this for so long now that Harry Kane is coming to Chelsea. And people are now starting to believe me. Like, I'm not going to lie. This new kit that I ordered, I don't know why I ordered it, because I was obviously still sober. But I wanted to get Kane's name printed on it. Echo. I genuinely wanted to get Kane's name printed on it.
Who's got Echo?
Why am I echoing?
No, it ain't Daniel. Is it Prime? 1 minute. Yeah, it was Prime.
Hello.
Prime. We got an. Oh no, it's not now. Oh no. What's going on? I can't hear an echo now. The next is saying in an alternate to reality, Frank Lampard wins this final.
Prime man, Prime.
That wasn't me.
That's
I'm
a
not
prime.
laughing at anyone.
That's Willie.
That's definitely not me. Okay, I'm not doing that. Okay, I haven't got that. I haven't got my mental strength to do that. Okay, so
It's either Will or Prime, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like a Prime thing to say.
No,
Don't-
your banter and sarcasm in your voice is quality. I do try. Chelsea in the mud. Chelsea are a bit in the mud. Now, when you going to have me on the pod? Cheers. Very soon. You're a United fan. I'm looking for United fans, actually. So very, very soon, that is for sure. Chelsea will win the UCL this time.
Oh, my God. All right, Gooners are getting... All right, Gooners are trying to get on. Gooners are trying to get onto me for 1. 2, DT just said Arteta broke Tuchel.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, piss off, Hans.
Arteta couldn't even break his toilet seat, let alone a manager. Raheem
I'm not
Sterling.
gonna lie. DT's just jealous because my dick is bigger than his.
Oh,
Ouch.
Moving on.
You know you've done something when you've done something when Niall is speechless. You know you've said something when Niall is speechless.
I'm just trying to work my way through the comments. Dylan saying Tuchel out. Luke saying Arteta broke Tuchel. Just like Arteta broke Klopp. But Prime, what did you make of that performance from Chelsea today?
I think as soon as we went 1-0 down, we kept trying to force things. Our players played the occasion and not the game. Maybe because last season in the FA Cup, we lost as well, and being 1-0 down, maybe that crept in. We should have just went about our normal game. I mean, we were 1-0 down against City, and we were still able to come back and win. We should be able to beat Leicester. They weren't that great in the first half per se. Ziyech was doing what he normally does, which is just shooting from distance and forcing things, which is annoying. Which is one of the reasons why I don't rate this guy. Werner had a few chances, but how many of them were actually clear-cut chances, I don't know. Johnny Evans came off injured, and I thought that would be an advantage towards us, but it looks like that just galvanized them even more. I don't think Tillmans was that great per se necessarily, I'll be honest, but all right, he got gassed on Twitter. I don't think Tillmans was that great, I'll be honest, but he did get the goal, good long shot. People are saying with Mendy have saved it. I don't know. I mean, we're not clairvoyant or anything, so we can't see into the future. But it's or alternate realities or whatever. But it's a thing of I don't know, because it's Kepa and how we've seen the past year or two.
I'm gonna head off.
People are more likely.
I'm gonna head off.
All right, see you, Andrew.
Cool,
See you, mate.
People are more likely going to take long shots against him. So the likelihood of them going in. If Mendy's in goal, just tell him and even attempt that shot. Probably not. So fair enough. The offside goal, I honestly, I don't really even care, because that's not the reason why we couldn't get back into the game. Tuchel, did he make some mistakes today? Yes. Aspie being wing back and James being right centre back was weird. The fact he took off Jorginho but played Mount in the pivot was weird. The Mount shouldn't be playing in the pivot, but then again, that just shows we need another midfielder that can play in the pivot. We need to buy in the window, because that's an area we struggle in. As soon as one of Kante or Kovacic or Jorginho is injured, that's an area we need to strengthen in. We clearly need a forward. I think it probably will be Haaland, because the links are very strong, and apparently we're putting a bid in. We just need. I don't know. It's a mentality thing. Like if we had Haaland up front, and he just won. To be fair, he just won the DBF or something, Pokal, the German FA Cup. If Haaland's up front or Kane's up front, even being 1-0 down, they take that chance and score, and they make it 1-1, and that gives us an advantage. Yeah. But we don't have that today. We don't have that clinicalness. We don't have leaders. We don't have enough leaders. We brought in Thiago Silva. We have Azpilicueta. Whether or not you like him, we have Jorginho, but we don't have enough leaders. Someone who's going to not necessarily even stand up and be vocal, but someone who's going to take the game at the scruff of the neck. Mount was trying to do that, to be fair, but he shouldn't be doing that on his own. He doesn't have a right to be trying to do all of that on his own. And I saw him trying to force things. Maybe because he lost the FA Cup last season, but trying to force things and they just weren't coming off. But again, that's not me even slandering him. That's just what I saw. Tuchel, he will learn from this. And to be fair, maybe we do need a bit of a humbling. And it didn't come from losing to Arsenal, to be fair, because no one cared about that. Maybe it comes from the FA Cup, and maybe it makes everyone, I mean, in terms of the players and the whole whatever, tighten up towards the towards the end of the season. We've got, 2 games left, I think? Yeah. Is it 2 or 3 games left in the league? I'm not sure. And then we've got the Champions League final.
Yeah.
We need to make top 4. Whether or not we win the Champions League final, okay, everyone's already making City favourites anyways before this cup final, before this FA Cup, and now City are now definitely clear favourites. So if we lose, no one can say we bottled it because we're not favourites for it, so fine. But the thing is, I know what Chelsea fans are like, and they're going to turn on him because the people who were Lampard in didn't want Tuchel in the first place, but because he started off so well, and we beat Liverpool and Atletico Madrid and Real, no one can say anything against him. But when we lost, was it 5-2 to West Brom, people snapped. When we just lost against Arsenal, people snapped. I get it, it's a cup final, but people are already snapping on him. If we don't make top 4, if we lose the Champions League, people will snap on him and want him out, which will make it toxic for next season. Instead of getting behind him and backing him and showing all that anger towards the board, because if you, for example, people don't like Jorginho, fine. We need to upgrade in midfield anyways. So whether that's bringing in a 4th midfielder or buying a clear upgrade on Jorginho and making him back up, get on the board to do that. You guys want Kepa out, fine. It's down to the board to get him out. So if Kepa doesn't, if they don't get him out and Kepa's still here, how much can you always be blaming Kepa? Werner missing chances, fine. The board scouted him because I've watched Werner in Germany. I know what he is. The board or the scouts looking at Werner, why do they not know what he is? Someone who feeds off high line, someone who will miss a plethora of chances, but he will score goals because he's missing so many, because he's getting so many chances. We don't create so many chances for him anyway. There are problems and holes in the squad. Thiago Silva only has a year in him. We need a centre back, but yet tomorrow he's out on loan, and I'm not sure if he's coming back or not. I'm not necessarily sure what that deal is.
Yeah,
and yet we need a centre back.
To buy it. I think there's an option to buy.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's after a certain amount of games or anything. And that's a stupid deal because we need a centre back. So now if Tomori leaves, we probably need 2 centre backs, as well of Thiago Silva even retiring anyway. We might need another one because Christensen's not good enough in the long run. Rudiger, maybe. I don't actually really know. Zuma again, maybe, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I hear
Kante's 29 or 30. Sorry, I'm a bit ranting a bit. Sorry. Kante's 29 or 30. In a year or two, or maybe he's 30 or 31. In a year or two, he might need to be faded back and be a backup player or be sold. So do we sell him while he's still valuable, or wait until his price depreciates?
I hear that. What did you make of Reece James being played at right centre back and Aspie at right wing back? Because to me, that doesn't make any sense.
Stupid. It was a stupid decision to do. But I don't know. I understand. Will has been saying that Reece James would be good at right centre back. I mean, I hear it. I don't. He's inexperienced playing there, but I understand it, I guess. But Aspie should not have been playing right wing back. But then again, Aspie playing makes sense because he is experienced. He's a leader in our team, and he's our captain.
Why not just have Aspie at the centre back like he's been all season, and James at right wing back in the biggest game of your season?
Because of height. Aspie has height, and because Christensen's still injured, we don't have anyone else to play in there. And because Zuma made that mistake against Arsenal, people want to blame Jorginho for that goal per se. If you actually play it back, it starts from Zuma. And because Zuma's not good playing at the back anyway, which again shows you people saying Aspie shouldn't be playing right wing back. Why was Reece James playing right centre back? You have to look further into the problems. Why not play Zuma then? Or because Christensen's injured, why not play Zuma? Oh, Zuma's not good enough on the ball, so we need a new centre back then. That peels back the issue.
Yeah, no.
People want to scapegoat things, but they don't look deeper. The thing about Jorginho, fine, but Kovacic was injured or coming back from an injury, so he couldn't play anyway. There's no way you're playing Gilmore in the cup final at his age. So what is the main issue? It's not necessarily Jorginho. It's the fact that we need a new midfielder, don't we? So that is the problem then. The same thing with left wing back. We need an upgrade on our left back or our left wing back, because I understand playing Alonso because he comes up in big games, but he's not good enough. Emerson's not good enough. I'm not sure about Chilwell. So we probably need to upgrade there. We need to upgrade in our forward line, whether that's buying a striker to score the majority of our goals, or we buy another creative forward to share the goals amongst everyone else. We have problems then. Even Mendy, right? Is he actually world class? He's been brilliant this season, so I'm not trying to go at him, but is he actually world class? Because apparently Oblak's available, and Man United are going to put in a bid soon enough to try and get him.
No, they're not.
So I know, but if Oblak is available, do you not just try and get him?
I know what you mean about Oblak, but United are not putting in the bid. They're not. Like,
okay, but fair enough. But I'm just again. I'm just trying to make a point.
That's almost as if you expect United to actually have a brain in their heads. I mean, they've only got money for one marquee signing anyway.
No, you understand my point though.
I do get your point.
It's like we could go to Atletico Madrid and give them Kepa plus 60, 70, 80 mil. They'd accept that because Kepa is rated in Spain.
Yeah. Kepa's a good. The only issue that Chelsea will have is if United try and do a deal where they get rid of Dean Henderson and then they go back with David De Gea and go, do you want David back? That would potentially tip it a bit. But Slem, what have you made of today's game? And then after Slen's had his chat on what he's wanting to say, I'll put the link in the chat for you to come on and have your say. We're going to be going for around the hour mark today because I've got other things that I need to prep for tonight. But Slem, what did you make of today's game? Oh, and if you are new though, please do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. It does really help us out over here.
We didn't look like a team that was playing in a final. It's like we put a post, like we post from that Arsenal game, and we decided, you know what? Today we are continuing from where we left off last time. I mean, we were poor. First of all, I didn't understand why Alonso had to start. Yeah, you don't start as Niall on the left against Castagna. Yeah. And why Reece James had to play as a right centre back and Aspie as a right wing back, I didn't understand. Yes, maybe he's taller than Aspie. He can win those headers against who? Vardy, Iheanacho. Like, yes, he's pacey. He needed to stop Vardy. He did that. Yes, but we know he is capable of switching off and being casual. Like, there are some passes you look at him pass and you're like, wow, you know? Yeah, and in a cup final, you don't make such a risk. And our centre backs have been very good in stopping pacey attackers. We stopped Joao Felix. We've stopped Suarez. We've stopped a lot of pacey attackers. Like, I don't understand why Tuchel today was naive. yeah, he gave us a lineup that was I was like, yeah, he's done it again. Okay, he has done it before, where he picked up a lineup that was
he had this lineup was he put Alonso in and put Aspie as a right wing back. That's the only two changes he's made. So if you're going at his lineup, then you're looking at every single lineup he's ever put out as a Chelsea manager.
Yeah, so I had a benefit of doubt. Like, he has done this before. He has put out a lineup that we all questioned, and it worked. But today, I don't know. And every time there is a problem with a Chelsea player, like we remember under Conte, we had a problem with Diego, a problem with Willian, and players didn't turn up in the field. Like, I hope that's not what is happening right now because of Tammy Abraham. But we will see. We will see on Tuesday against Leicester City if we'll continue playing like kids, or that whatever we played today, it was trash. And right now, I'm not confident about us finishing in the 4th place. I'm not confident going to the Champions League final, but we'll see what happens. But today, like, I've felt really bad. Like, it's been a while since I felt like this. Like, the last time I felt this was last season, where we bottled again against Arsenal in the cup final, in the FA Cup final, and it felt really bad. And Jorginho, this guy, he plays well, and okay, when he's put next to Kovacic or Kante, but today it showed it's one of those midfielders that you really don't need in your team when you need something to happen, because he takes minimum 3 touches. Like, he gets the ball, we'll have the first touch, second touch, he tries that stupid turn, which doesn't work in 7 out of 10 times. Yeah. He tried, when we considered, he tried to pick those passes that Billy Gilmore does so well, those riskier passes which are longer. Every time he tries to pick out a pass that is more than 5 yards, it always lands in opponents.
Why are you bringing up Billy Gilmore in a game where you are never going to want to play Billy Gilmore? Like, why would you even do
I'm giving an example of what Billy did.
You are going next. Hold on.
Next, you're going to tell me that Tammy Abraham should be starting.
Like, just pick a pass. Like,
hold on. You just brought Billy Gilmore up. It wasn't the right game for him. He is good for the Premier League.
I'm not saying you're supposed to play. I'm saying he passes those balls very well. I'm not saying he needed to play. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm not saying he needed to start that game. I'm saying Jorginho should be picking those passes. Like, look at Billy. Billy is 19. He should be making. That's a simple pass. And every time he tried that pass that was longer than 5 yards, it was ending up on Leicester's player. So
Slim, you want or Slen, sorry, your name. So instead of what Jorginho is, he dictates the tempo of the game and keeps it ticking, keeps possession of the ball. Instead of doing that, you want a player.
That is slowing the game down.
Hold on. Slowing the game down, keeping possession of the ball. That's what he does. I play that position, so I know. But okay, so instead of that, you want someone like a Fabregas, who's always trying to make forward passes. Yes.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying when we conceded, and I don't know if you heard me very well, I'm saying when we conceded, that's when he tried to make those riskier passes, that to try and pick someone up front. And every time it was ending up with a Leicester City defender.
He's not going to be chucking out a ton of risky passes when it's 0-0.
Okay, you say the goal we conceded. The goal we conceded was due to Reece James being sloppy on the ball, not from Jorginho.
And I'm not blaming him for that.
The element of forward passes, if the movement in front of you is not correct, or people aren't trying to make accurate movement and make accurate runs, there's no point trying to force forward passes. If Jorginho had just been forcing forward passes today, we would have continuously lost the ball. And Leicester would have scored more because their counter-attack is so potent. And then people will be blaming Jorginho for why is he always losing the ball.
Nah, Trey, man.
Laurie,
Laurie, Trey, man. Trey, man, I thought we were friends. Trey, I thought we were friends. I'ma remember this, you know. You know, did your dad not tell you about that birthday gift I got you? Yeah, that's going in the trash.
I'll give up, man. Why did you tell me?
Hey, man. What's wrong with you?
Still, you look we're a team of Tiagos today.
That present's just gone in the bin, Trey.
No, seriously, like, all jokes aside, it was a very underwhelming performance from you lot today. It was very underwhelming. And if you play like that in a few weeks' time, then you can kiss that Champions League trophy goodbye as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly not going to be playing Alonso at left back in a Champions League final against Manchester City, is he? I hope not. Anyway, I hope for Charles and Prime's sake and Zelen's that is exactly the opposite to what Thomas Tuchel's going to do. Because if he does that,
I'm going to shave his hair off. I'm going to shave Tuchel's hair off. I'm going to find out where he lives. I'm going to shave his hair off.
It's a strange punishment for a man. As I say, it's always.
I was trying to be really less violent, to be honest, for your channel's sake, Niall.
It's okay. I have Dom and RJ and Matt. There's already warnings all over the channel saying
two FA Cup finals on the bounce. You know.
I know it's crazy, isn't it? And you were the favourites in both sides. You were the favourites in both of them.
You've come up against two not great sides. Like Leicester isn't a great side, Arsenal isn't a great side, and you've lost both of them. That's brutal.
So what happens when you play a great side in a cup final in a few weeks' time?
We've already beaten them twice, bitch.
Beating you twice. Or is that 3 times? I can't remember. Remind me, Shah.
I mean, actually, do you know what? Do you want to actually become a relevant team, and I'll give a shit. Until then, you can't pipe down because you ain't a relevant team, Laurie.
Let's not banter.
I was on the stream on Wednesday. Did I care about the match? I'm not giving you smoke. I'm just giving you smoke because I love you. Sometimes with your nephews. No, sometimes with your nieces and nephews, you have to remind them who their uncle is and put them back in their place. You give them too much freedom, and they think they're going to get waster.
No, you're making me choke on my wine.
What, like you choked today in the final?
Oh, just evil now.
Laurie, man.
You know what? So what? People. What? We have no. What? So no chance in the Champions League final. That's what people are saying.
No, I actually put you as favourites. I think you're favourites just because City play into your hands a lot. Like because of Werner and because they play such a high line and you can play a lot of pace and they like to have the ball and all you got to do is a few long balls over their heads and they're already flapping like penguins. I kid you not, I actually put City down as favourites Chelsea down as favourites because City play into your hands. So it doesn't surprise me that you lost today because Leicester were always going to sit deep and play like that and frustrate you. And Fofana had a great game and Schmeichel had a great game. City play into your hands. So I actually put you as favourites for the Champions League final.
No. But we do have to remember the fact.
Hey, before we move on from whatever we're saying here, when we were reacting to that Arsenal game, I said this is what Leicester will do. They'll sit back, they'll press us on.
Congratulations! Okay. Would you like a gold medal?
I said this is what they will do, and they have Vardy. Like it's exactly what happened. They were sitting deep. Yeah. At some point, in some moments, they were choosing their moments to press us, and they did exactly what Arsenal did. Arsenal scored from a stupid mistake.
I didn't do anything. It was Tielemans.
wasn't actually Vardy that scored. It was Yuri Tillman. So why are you mentioning
I know,
Vardy?
and it was not
Oh my
Aubameyang who
God,
scored last
why
time. It was actually
Max, you're more than welcome to come on. Slen's just talking more
Arteta
crap.
made the blueprint on how
I'm
to
not
beat
gonna lie.
Chelsea.
This not Trey and Laurie. I love you. Like you're all cool. Like I take the banter from you. I'll allow it. Like I'll allow it. But
I
as for
don't blame people for not saving that shot though.
As for you, Slen, you're just chatting shit. Quite an utter shit.
You
And
can correct me if I'm wrong.
I
Go
have
ahead and
done a
correct
I
me.
correct.
just did. You said you mentioned Vardy, and it was Yuri Tillemans that scored the goal.
I just
And I'm not
want
saying
to
he scored.
correct you.
You
No,
don't
hold on.
understand what I'm trying to say.
No. Let me correct myself. Let me have my say first. No.
Fine,
No.
she's on the sauce, mate. He's on the sauce.
First, yeah, I am. I'm 2 bottles of wine down. I'm on my
Getting
first
drunk like
bottle.
the Chelsea team did today.
Oh, fuck's sake, hey, man. Just to clarify something, there was Yuri Tielemans that got a goal. It was our defence that is the reason for this goal. Jamie Vardy didn't do fuck all, man. Nah. Sorry, this man's like nearly retired. Like someone needs to retire Jamie Vardy immediately. Maybe someone needs to do that.
Take Thiago Silva with him. Take Thiago Silva with him.
Oh God, they've already started it. Finals bottled. Thomas Tuchel 1,
Welcome to
Ole
the
Gunnar
NFL.
Solskjaer 0.
No, on the real though, everyone, I'm gonna make moves because my battery's kind of low. Big up to yourself now. Let's get now to 300 people. He's not far from it. Smash the likes and love to the rest of the panel.
Peace.
Cheers for coming on, mate. Much appreciated.
No worries.
Bye.
Bye, Trey. Bye, Laurie.
I mean, Slen, you do come up with some random stuff every now and again. It's fairly random.
And it's sad that you guys don't understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know if my English is bad or
Wait,
something.
hold on.
Well, no,
but
No. Explain. No, hold on. Explain what?
But you don't understand what I'm trying to say. I said the tactics Arsenal used in the first half before scoring, they were pressing us. They were choosing their moments to press us. Yeah, but they had that mid block, you know. But they had mid block in the first half, right? But they were choosing moments to press us. That's exactly what Leicester were doing, and they had Vardy roaming around our centre backs. Yeah, and that long ball to Vardy was on.
Did you just
The
say
same way
Arsenal had a
Aubameyang was roaming around our centre backs.
Did you just say Arsenal had a mid block?
Yes, they did in the first half.
From the
Before
way
we
I
scored.
looked at it, they had about like 10 people in their own box, and Aubameyang
Before we
was
scored, Niall. Before we scored, that's the game plan they had.
Oh,
and
I'm
after
sorry.
we
So
made that
they did
mistake,
about 10 minutes of the 90-minute match.
God. And after we made that mistake and they scored, that's when they went back, like on a low block, and we couldn't do anything. So that's the same tactic that Leicester came with in this game. They're better with the ball. I can't argue with that. But they were choosing their moments to press us, and it's their press that actually it was not their press that made us make that stupid mistake. It was just Chris James being casual, and yeah, I'm going to have a bad night. I'm going to have a bad weekend. Wait for Tuesday to get beaten again.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think you can compare Arsenal to a mid block because they only had 15 minutes of not being 0-0. And to be perfectly honest, Arsenal played with more men in the box than Sheffield United. In fact, I'm pretty sure Plymouth Argyle would probably come out and attack you a bit more than they did. That's just personally. But look, it was a disappointing performance from Chelsea. It wasn't great. Max saying Chelsea rushed things near the end after that goal got disallowed. Yes, they did. I hear that. But Max, if you do want to come on, it's all chilled. It's all chilled here. There's no fighting. They're all Chelsea fans. There's no Sauls here, so Sauls can't fight crime. Because in the group
Sauls
chat,
can do what?
I said there's no Sauls here, so Sauls isn't fighting prime because obviously don't forget the Arsenal fans have grown chest because their team won the FA Cup today. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Leicester won the FA Cup today. But Arsenal fans, whenever another team beats one of their rivals, because Arsenal fans can't do it themselves, they tend to gain a lot of chest.
No, you don't know how it works. If City beat us in the Champions League final, technically Arsenal won the trophy because they're City fans as well.
I mean, I don't understand how that makes sense, but
They don't consider us rivals, though. Apparently.
Arsenal, yeah, but Arsenal, yeah, you're not rivals because Chelsea are a far superior club than Arsenal.
Yeah,
so Arsenal's rivals are like Southampton and Villa and Everton. They are now Arsenal's rivals. I am Niall with 2 L's, by the way, just in case people didn't realise. I also managed to trigger an Arsenal fan. If you haven't checked out Forward Watch, do check it out. Last night, do check it out. Prime was hosting it as brilliantly, may I say. But I also managed to put a fair few. I put at least one Arsenal fan in the spliff and really triggered them, as they then spent at least the next hour on Spaces on Twitter talking about Arsenal getting relegated. So I apologise for triggering you that much. I do have the thumbnails ready for when you do go down there. Let's go, Manchester City, Manchester together. Oh my lord! Why do you want City to win the Champions League? It's the one thing you can hold on them at the moment and say, yeah, but you haven't won the Champions League. But guys, we're going to be wrapping it up in about 4 to 5 minutes. If anyone does want to jump on for the last 4 to 5 minutes to give their thoughts. Cool. If anyone does want to join in for the last 4 to 5 minutes, then do jump on now or forever hold your silence.
Just to clarify, everyone's saying they're coming on. Make sure you're coming on. I have words to say. If you want to come on and diss my team, come on. I'm ready for this shit. Like, bring it on. I've had enough alcohol now that I'm like full blown, like ready to be a dickhead, Charlotte.
Wolf saying big up Slen. Slen's in a fabulous mood. His team just won.
Wait. Oh, you're a Leicester fan?
No, he's a Chelsea fan. I'm just messing with him. I mess with all fans on this channel. It's brilliant. I love doing it.
But can I ask you guys? Do you think we need a midfielder who can give trouble to defense? Like he can do something from a distance, because we don't have that in this Chelsea team. We haven't had in a few years. Like we don't have someone who can shoot those Lampard shots and try and trouble the goalkeeper. Like we don't have that. We have players who go up to the 18-yard box and they try to pass 5 yards, and try to work things out. Do you think, guys, we need such a midfielder? And who is that person that can come and try doing what Tielemans did today?
Well, I mean, we do need a CDM. That's a factual information thing, because if we're looking at it, Kovacic is out ill. Kante was already on. Jorginho comes off, and we have to bring Hudson-Odoi on. For me, we need a CDM that's going to back up that kind of situation, because right now we don't. We need someone on the same level to be able to, if either Jorginho or Kovacic is ill, they're able to cover our situations. Right now, we don't have that.
Yeah, no, I hear that. You clearly need goals from midfield. That's quite clear. Like there is, that is, if there's one thing I think all Chelsea fans are sort of aware of, it is the lack of goals from midfield. Who would you get though? That's the question. Who'd you be getting if you could get one? I mean,
what the fuck was that?
Prime having a little think.
That literally sounded like someone was trying to get murdered or something.
I'm
thinking about this game. Sorry.
Wolf saying, are you doing another stream today now? I am. It's at 9 p.m. It's called Let's Meet the Playoffs, where I'm going through the teams individually. It's a 4-part series. I'm going through all their strengths, their weaknesses, what you can expect to see from their games, and sort of stuff like that. Their form, and if I think they can get promotion. That's at 9 p.m. Tonight we're doing Bournemouth. Obviously they were relegated last season, so we're going to look at a little bit about Bournemouth. It's a different team to what they were last season. Obviously they had Eddie Howe, then Tyndall came in, and Tyndall's now gone. It's now Woodgate. So there is like different. There's differences, and we're going to be going, and we're going to be going through them all. I've got a new overlay for it as well, so do check it out. I've made it proper snazzy. I have. But yeah, I mean, if you could get that one, what DM are you getting? Are you getting a backup to Jorginho, or are you getting a clear improvement on Jorginho?
A clear improvement.
That's the last question. And who?
Yeah.
A clear improvement. Anyone is better than Jorginho right now.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it depends who's available. So Declan Rice and Locatelli are two standouts in my mind. I would love Sandro Tonali, but he's young and inexperienced.
Yeah.
Locatelli and Declan Rice are leaders in their team. They're captains. Well, Declan Rice is essentially a captain because nobody's in there.
We are being linked to Verratti. I don't know if Verratti is an 8, right? Yeah, we are being linked to Verratti. Is a number 8, right?
He's a deep line playmaker, but I would love Verratti, but he's too injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
So if we bring him in, he's only playing 25 games a season probably. Which means Jorginho will be playing which means Jorginho then plays the majority of our games. So that way, no Chelsea fan. Well, I don't mind, but Chelsea fans can then be complaining, why is Jorginho playing? Because Verratti's injured. So
it's another complaint situation that then you can be like, oh, well, they're complaining about this player too. Like, if you get a player that's solidly able to fulfill their role, it's going to be better than a player that's not able to fulfill their role solidly throughout the season.
But it's so hard to find someone right now. Like, wow. We have Bakayoko. We have Bakayoko. We have doing.
We have Tomori.
What guy? Tomori can't play as a DM. I don't think he can. There was a time we were entertaining Ampadu to play in that role. I don't know how good he can be. He has tried a couple of times at Sheffield, but he was, I don't know. I don't know if it's the team or the players around him that make him trash, but I don't know. Right now, I just don't know. And Soumare, what do you think about this guy, Soumare? Does he play for Nice or is it Lille? I think it's Lille.
He's going to Leicester.
He's already gone to Leicester since February.
Why don't we hijack? Leicester always get proper midfielders. Why don't we just...
Soumari's not that great. He's not that. Soumari's actually not that good. Soumari's not that good.
What about this?
Indeed, he'll be too expensive. We might as well buy Declan Rice. He'll actually suit the way we play.
Mm-hmm. But it's so hard, man. Like, God, I can't. But we have a lot of problems. Like, that game just opened up a lot of people's eyes. Like, we need a centre back. We need a DM. We need a midfielder who can score from distance.
It's not just from that game, is it? It's not just from that game.
And we need a striker. We need a winger who can take on people.
Hold up. Why do you need a winger? You've got Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech.
Look at Pulisic gives the ball away too many times for my liking. Like, I want someone who is like Hazard.
Guess what? Most people running at defenders gives the ball away.
And he's injury prone. Apparently, he gets injured. Like, he can't go a whole season without getting like an average of two seasons.
Recently, name me one injury. Under Tuchel, name me one injury Pulisic's had.
Okay.
He hasn't, has he?
Was it the Colm versus West Brom?
Yeah,
and the Colm and pulled up.
I mean,
half time.
He always looks like he's going to get injured the next minute because he really doesn't.
You can't just say shit like that. Oh, he looks
But
like
he
he's
does.
about to get injured. Well, no.
But he does.
Is he injured or not? No.
He's not injured at the moment, but
exactly. Like,
I don't know.
It's
like,
look,
I think
I
if Tuchel's
hear it.
using him right,
Yeah, well,
not overplaying him.
And can I ask a question? Okay, I'm going to be really blunt and honest here now because Prime knows how honest I can be when I'm like this. So welcome, Prime. Your friend Charlotte is back, the drunk bitch. So question. Does everyone think we should keep Pulisic?
Just quickly, we're going for a little while. So if you do want to jump on, jump on if you want, mate.
So does everyone think we should there's an A and B option, and one of the answers you're going to be my best friend at. One of them I'm going to absolutely slander you. Do we think we should keep Pulisic until the point where his contract runs out and we can't sell him, or B, sell him, get some money from him, and buy a player that's not injury prone? And before you answer this, I want to say two things. Firstly, Pulisic is very talented when he's not injured.
She's flying at the dog again.
Thank you for muting her.
Sorry.
I didn't.
So
she muted
first,
us.
no, my dog was barking. So firstly, so funny, son. Hope your phone dies. Hope your phone dies. Firstly, I'm not saying that he's not a good player, but his injury issue. He's had 5 injuries in less than 2 seasons. His injury problem is becoming, and the older you get, the more likely that injury is to stick around. So do you think it's better for us to keep him for like next season and then sell him, or keep him long term and then sell him? Because as far as I'm concerned, I think we should keep him next season and then sell him, because I don't think after that we're going to get much more out of him. What are your kind of thoughts?
We should keep him. He is definitely talented. He's 22, right?
No, I'm not saying he's not talented, but my problem is this injury problem. And as you get older as a footballer, this injury becomes worse. This injury becomes more of a problem. And he's, bearing in mind, he's 22 and he's had more injuries than he has birthdays. So he's actually had 26 injuries in his whole entire life. Take that in.
Ooh, this one is hard. This one is really hard.
This is what I mean. It's hard. It's not easy.
I think we should give him another season. We see what happens next season, and if he doesn't get injured and he goes ahead and has a terrific season where he scores like 15 goals and assists 8, we can, of course, teams like Bayern, Real Madrid, Barcelona will come for him, and we can try and take chance and sell him for loads of money. But again, I like him. I don't know, man. I'm not
saying I don't like him. I've never said, when my issue with Pulisic has never been that he's not talented. My issue has always been this injury problem. And I don't know if we get, because when his contract runs out, he'll be 25, 26. So I don't know if it's a point where we actually have to sell him before then to actually make money, because injuries are a big thing. And if we can get him sold while he's still before his prime and he's actually still succeeding, because if we get to the point where he's like 27, 28 and this injury becomes permanent and then he's out, like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to think like logically. And I'm not saying he's not a good player, because when he's on his best and he's not injured, he's extremely talented. Extremely talented.
That one is hard. Let's give him a season and see what he can do. Then from there we can make a decision. We can talk about it then, like after seeing what he can do next season. But right now, I don't know. This is the problem with loving your players. Like every time you think about them leaving, and they go and thrive in another team. Like, this is the problem with Chelsea. Every time we see a talented player and we think about selling him or getting rid of this player, we think about De Bruyne, we think about Salah, we think about Lukaku. So, I don't know.
He is right. You have got a history of selling players that you shouldn't really be selling. Like,
no, but I'm not saying we should sell him right now. But it's just to the point where you have to consider that maybe next season, if he has the same amount of injury problems that he does this season, that maybe we have to think about selling him. For me, I need a player that's. I'm not saying has to be fit like 90% of the season. Pulisic has been fit like 50% of the season. That's a problem for me. I don't know if that's a problem for you, but as a Chelsea fan, that's a problem for me. I need my... Oh, Bruno, I swear to God, I'll have your balls chopped off. I swear to God. Anyway, sorry about that. I swear to God. But yeah, no, I think the problem is that when you have that many injuries in a season, like you've not even been here 2 seasons and you've had 6 injuries, is it? Yeah, 6 injuries. That's a lot for not even 2 seasons. If that makes sense.
yeah, no, I hear you. I do hear you.
What is your...
It's a difficult one. It is a difficult one. What have we got here? Max saying, I can't tell whether Slen is talking BS or sense. Yeah, I'm trying to work that out as well. But look, we're going to end it there. I think I've got another show. I've got another show to be doing in 19 minutes. It's Let's Meet the Playoffs. So let's meet them. Let's go meet Bournemouth AFC. Well, I've got plenty of information what they normally do on them. So I'm excited for doing that one. I'm unsure why Slen is laughing. But before you do go, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Go check out our socials at Let's Talk EPL and Let's Talk EPL _ on Twitter and Instagram, respectively, and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. But Dan, where can they find you, mate?
Follow me on Twitter at CSE Daniel MTG, and you can follow me on the Chelsea Show every Friday.
Buzzing. And what about you, Charles? Charlotte is not there at the moment. Prime, what about you? Where can they find you?
On the terrace. I'm on tonight at 10. Oh, for fuck's sake. Check out Pizza of the Week, 10 p.m. On the First XI. So we go up through the most embarrassing or funny, comical things that have happened on Twitter throughout the week. So a lot of Chelsea fans are getting shown on there. United fans as well. Some Arsenal fans because they're shameless.
Yeah,
some people who are going to be part of it that you might know that will be showing up. Wolves tweets are getting shown. I guess mine as well, the whole Gunnar Prime thing. I don't want to do this, but yeah.
Luckily for me, I don't tend to make many ridiculous tweets, so I definitely won't be on there. At least I hope I'm not.
Are you doing Tweet of the Week? Are you doing Tweet of the Week? Can I please be on it?
It's only 4 on the panel.
Wow, see how it is.
We don't bring guests on.
No, it's okay, Prime. I see this, Prime. Anyway, you can find me on Charles Strong TV, where we've done a watch along, which is very eventful. Prime was on there. Yeah, it was very eventful. If you want to see ranting, people losing their minds and chatting shit, go check it out. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Charles_Strong. Oh, and I'm on here a lot. And if you're not subscribing to this channel, then you suck.
Yeah, Charles is basically permanent furniture on this show now. Especially she'll be also on Let's Meet the Playoffs with Swansea, which I'm excited for doing. Need to hunt down a little bit about them. But Slem, where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, they can find me here every time we have a Chelsea chat. Annoying Charles. Yeah, and on Twitter, it's official Slen. No, my Twitter was suspended. What name do I use? Oh, it's Slenstrans. And on Instagram, it's at official Slen, and I have a Telegram channel that I do live commentary. It's called Let's Discuss Chelsea. And where else am I found? On YouTube, it's The Shed End. Where else? Yeah, that's it. I guess. Yeah.
Buzzing. And you can find me at Niall_PAFC. But until 9 p.m, so I'll be back in 15 minutes with my new show, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be a great one. But Leicester City have won the FA Cup. Yuri Tielemans with a smashing goal gets Leicester their first FA Cup in quite some time. Chelsea, though, 2 FA Cup finals, 2 FA Cup losses. Thomas Tuchel, clearly some work to do in the meantime. But until then, thanks for watching. I'll be back in 14 minutes. But until